So Super Mario Brothers 1. Today I thought I'd do something a little different here and talk about a famous glitch in this game. It was actually the first glitch I've ever successfully done on my own. And I mean, it's a glitch that takes practice, but it's really not hard. It was something I found about on the internet, of course, years ago. I think I was maybe 12 when I did this. It's a glitch that involves going into a negative space, if you will, known as the -1 world. It's really 36-1 it's supposed to be, but since there's no character for 36 in the game, it's just blank. But it's an interesting little thing because it brings you to what a lot of a debug world. What a lot of people think it is this was a little area that the developers made to test out the physics engine of the game. So yeah, I mean, it's an interesting one thing. Here's how you do it. It's actually very specific. I'm going to show both the NES version and the Famicom version because it's the same thing. Um, Now, you have to duck down. You have to break 2 blocks, but don't break the one on next to the pipe. I think it can work without it, but I'm very superstitious with that. Then you just make a very specific jump. Get Mario as far to the left as possible on the pipe. By the way, this is obviously this is World Dash 1 2. You know where this is. It's famous. Then you duck and make a backwards duck jump. Just hold down and then jump and then hold right while holding down. Yeah, you'll know what I'm talking about. And the block that I didn't hit, the empty space underneath, going on to the right, all the way through that wall, wasn't coated with collision. So if you get in just right with a duck, Mario will go through empty space and go through the wall. Since Mario games, especially the original trilogy and side scrollers, what they were designed to do was, if they were stuck underneath a brick or something, they'll just slide through to the right, and that's what happens exactly here. So, I think this will be the successful time. Yep, you go right through, and both the left and the right pipe in this negative zone is a negative world. But if you go in the middle pipe, you can actually skip straight to 5-1. Anyway, I'm showing this bit here. Sorry about that very quick jump edit there, but I'm showing this bit here because I want to show something. The thing is, the reason why the -1 zone works where it does is because that's not a proper loading zone. I'm doing this again to show something. I'm showing that is still the warp zone. So if I go too far to the right or touch a certain area too far to the right, I will activate a loading zone Mario can enter from, and it'll just become the regular old warp zone. Watch. I mean, they work like pipes in the ground. They have the piranha plants and everything. Remember, the middle one's 5-1 if you want to. But yeah, if you touch the floor next to 2 or on the right of 2, of pipe 2, then yeah. This is what the negative world looks like. It's a constant loop of a underwater level. Nothing too extreme, I know, and I mean, if you just see it as that concept, it's not really that interesting. But the thing is, it's cool because it's just something. It's just a glitch, you know. It's something it's something a lot of people talked about in the past. It's something that was pretty cool back in the day when people were starting to discover it and work with it. The first time I ever saw it was what I forgot. I think it was some YouTube video, but I think it's most widely known from the AVGN video on. I always get hit by that blooper on about the glitches with the glitch gremlin. But yeah, now there's a lot of talk and rumors and speculation around this. But yeah, it's just a debug world. It's supposed to be 36-1 and all. There's actually also spawned rumors of a 9 world. Well, this is one of the elements that spawn rumors of a 9th world, but yeah, that's not the case. I'm also going to play the Japanese version, because that's what made me inspired to do this. The Japanese version, a lot of people say, oh, it's better. It has 3 worlds you go through, and cycle it with infinite lives. That's not true. I just wanted to make that point here. That's why I'm playing the Famicom version, but also to talk a little bit more about World -1. It's just something interesting to show off, you know, and that's pretty much the basis of what I'm talking about here. Generally, when you go through -1 world, it's just a constant loop. If you want to get rack a high score and get really good at this, if you want to get like even a perfect a max score and your high score, this is the way to do it. It's a good cheat method. And it's easy to get, and it's pretty easy to get to, you know. But yeah, the Famicom version works just the same. Basically, Mario is in an empty part of. I'm trying to be very general. I don't know the exact method of it. I don't understand fully how it technically works. But basically, when you're in this loading zone that doesn't exist, Mario goes in that pipe and he ends up in a access point you couldn't get to on the cartridge's motherboard. And it's the same reason why the middle pipe, if you wish to go there, takes you straight to World 5-1. So if you want to skip quite a bit, you can do that. And yeah, this works on as far as I know, every version of Mario 1. I think it even works on the All-Star mode. I have heard there is another way to access this point, but this is just a developer's mistake, and that's another thing that's really cool about it. It's a game in 1985, such an early technology, and they still had it's simple coding, simple design, yet you still have these little Easter eggs, these little glitches, these little what's the word for it? Things to talk about. Things I wonder. I'm sure the guy who discovered this is very happy. It's a nice talking element. It's cool. It's a mistake. I mean, that's pretty cool. A developer's error, you know, debug world. That's interesting because nowadays, of course, you're gonna have that kind of stuff. But this was a launch title for the NES, you know, and that's the thing with video games and time in general. It's people don't really. History doesn't really change that much, you know. No matter what, in game development, you're going to have stuff like this. Some people find glitches. In fact, Mario, this game itself, there's new glitches being discovered this year. I'm sure there'll be glitches still discovered 30 years later. But thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.